at the beginning of the show, he's finishing his year at college at UCLA with Elle, and he decides, his family has sent him off to Harvard Law, which is, I think, the natural progression for a Huntington. You go to law school and then you become a senator and, get big in politics, eventually president, of course. And he is at the point where he has to tell Elle that she doesn't really fit into that plan. She was great for, his fun time at UCLA, but now it's time to get somebody a little bit more stuffy and appropriate. He does everything for his bloodline, and that's got to be rough, but I think it's the only thing that he probably has that drives him.
The things that he decides to do and the choices he makes aren't always his fault. They're the fault of his parents or the fault of his older brother. You're never going to become a senator if you marry a Marilyn. You've got to marry a Jackie, but then you can sleep with a Marilyn later on.
He is naive. You get to play this, arrogant jerk. But the key is to play him so that he's got a heart. It's not intentional. He really just doesn't even know it.
Some of the big challenges of writing Warner, frankly, was not making him too stereotypical. You don't want to make him such a, stereotypical frat idiot.
We want the audience to love him as long as possible into the show. He starts as kind of a dick, but we think he's redeemable. In the movie, you may remember, it's very early in the movie when he says something to Elle like, "I'm sorry, you're just not smart enough," which is like, whoa. And if we know that he's never going to think she's smart enough, then that chapter's over and she has to move on to another one. We've tried to keep that chapter going on as long as possible.
He thinks that he's so much better, and then throughout the show, realizes that Elle is actually far superior to him, and pretty much most of the people around him are, far superior to him. But that humbling experience helps him change.
Richard Blake loves to joke that if you've got a jerk guy, he's the one to call. But he's perfect. I mean, the minute those doors open and those sunglasses with that stand, that posturing that he's got, you know who he is, and you know that guy.
As long as there are jerk boyfriends to be played, I am happy to play them. And all you other jerk boyfriend wannabes out there, just don't try. Just forget it. I've got it. I've got it on lockdown, all right?
Richard is solid as a rock. I would hire him 900 million times from this day on. I mean, he's just there 100% all the time, and he's brilliant. And he's not bad on the eyes, let's face it.
As playing Warner changed me, God, I hope not. I hope I don't take him home with me, because, I think he could be taken wrong at times, and hopefully people get that, I'm a little bit more lighthearted than him, so we'll see.